Hi, me Cariños. Welcome back to my channel. I am a real in these social media streets, and welcome back to Becoming Wise Gal a Real. Today I'm sharing with you a poem I wrote called Unapologetic Apology, or My Unapologetic Apology. And this is to go with this part 2 of my 3-part series of a tarot reader's journal. And today we're talking about still the divine feminine and divine masculine being under attack in toxic relationships. And this is from my May 2021 journal entry. So here it goes. My poem, My Unapologetic Apology. I've realized today that throughout life with you, we have apologized for all the tears, hurtful words, and actions we've done to each other, but it still left cracks in our foundation. The foundation we started laying strong and secure, but were we? Were we really laying down something that was true to the significance of the dreams and desires we had, or were they just ideologies that heavily impacted us from previous environments, experiences, and just life in general? And though unbeknownst to us, as many times we've apologized to each other and truly did mean it, we meant well, right? Right, of course we did. But how can we apologize to each other when we haven't even apologized to ourselves, and especially to each other because of childhood experiences, previous life pains, and triumphs? We were reenacting and reacting our subconscious life consciously. So however we've apologized on top of numerous times, over and over again, our apologies to each other, for each other, they were grotesquely unapologetic apologies. Welcome once again to my channel, and here goes your reading, or the message that you need to hear for today's reading. Okay. Hi, my friends, mi cariños. I hope all is well. I hope you're blessed and living large and in charge in your world, BKA your life, babes, where you are the creator and not the mother freaking crab at the bottom of the barrel. Regardless if you're living your best life or trying to figure this ish out, I'm sending you all nothing less than peace, love, and bliss. Bless. For those of you who are new, Benivide, welcome. I'm a real in these social media streets. Welcome to my channel, Becoming Wise Gal Real, where I talk about spirituality, BKA personal development, but deeper. So you can have a deeper understanding of self, how to improve your life no matter how successful you are, how to use your inner magic and or your power along with universe and earth's energies to no longer be a crab at the bottom of the barrel, BKA taking full control of your life and not allow life to control you. Welcome to my second video from a tarot reader's journal, where I share motivating and empowering messages from spirit that were given to me for situations that I went through, so you not only get a little bit of the tea, but for those of you who have went through similar, exactly the same situations, or know somebody that is or has went through this situation as well, please share this message so they can get some encouragement to help them out as well. So today, this is the second half of the tarot message, divine masculine and divine feminine being under spiritual attack through toxic relationships. I apologize to you all as far as the first one being posted, pretty much like a month or a little over a month ago. Things have been hectic. All these retrogrades have been messing with me. And also, I'm still on my journey as well as with you all. You know, I'm part of the collective too. So, therefore, It took me a while to find my flow again so I could get these messages out to you. So I hope it reaches those who who needs to hear some type of encouragement if you are or were just in a toxic relationship or in toxic environment. No matter what type of relationship it is, at the end of the day, as I always say, toxic is toxic, regardless if it was you and a parent, you and a child, you and a significant other, you and a coworker, whatever. At the end of the day, this is an empowering tarot message, and this is how I use tarot as a tool in my life. And once again, this is message number 2 out of 3. So let's dive deep, gods and goddesses, and ascend. So today, I'm going to let you in just a little bit on some of my tea to encourage, motivate, and or uplift those who resonate. Okay, so my loves, you all already know the tea from the last video. If you have not seen it, please go watch it now before you continue with this one, because we're all growing and learning together. We're all ascending together. So if you haven't watched it, excuse me, I just scratching myself. If you haven't watched it, go watch it now and then come back to this video. But as I was saying, in my last video, I shared my journal entry where I was throwing all out my hookup, and today I shared my poem, My Unapologetic Apology. So, friend, have you ever been in a relationship that was like the best at first, and then somewhere in time it went to shit right in front of your face? It's like, what did I do wrong? What did my person do wrong? And though you knew and felt like this relationship doesn't feel good in your soul anymore, you still stayed, making you question the relationship even more, question yourself, causing you and your person to point fingers at each other, being rude, mean, and even disrespectful toward each other. And most importantly, you were doing the same to yourself. I've learned from my marriage that when a relationship makes you feel bad, uncomfortable, or take me out of my hookup in any way, shape, or form, and I've tried everything on my end, or even if and it's the same for you, if you tried everything on your end in a fair and practical way, then it's time to move on. Because when you get to the point of a relationship, no matter the type, as I said, child and parent, significant other, cousins, whatever, it doesn't matter. And like I just said, toxic is toxic. It doesn't matter. If you tried everything you could, it's time to just move on. So in my poem, direct quote, and though unbeknownst to us, as many times we've apologized to each other and truly, truly did mean it, we meant well, right? Right. Of course we did. But how can we apologize to each other when we haven't even apologized to ourselves? End quote. Indirectly, I'm saying you're mad at your person for the choices they made and the actions they took, and you're also mad at yourself for your choices you made. And let's be honest, friend, the actions made did make you feel good for a hot second, hours, maybe even whole days or a few days. But if you truly love and care for that person, your actions and the situation in its entirety eventually bothered you. You see, as humans, we're programmed to react instead of respond. So when you're hurt, you hurt others. And when you're hurting those you love and care about, people who represent you and are a part of you in some way, shape, or form, you're hurting yourself. Again, because the people you allow in your life are a representation of how you feel about yourself and some specific aspect of yourself that you're either ashamed of, afraid of, or happy and proud of. So I'm going to let that sit with you. Meditate on that if you need to, and let's get into this message so you know what to expect if you have experienced this moment as of yet, Or if you're not at this point and you're healing, my love, that is fine. You'll get there and you'll know what you need to do in order to get through, overcome, and thrive, baby. So before we get into the message, as a reminder to all, that tarot is a tool to help guide you through life, period. So when you're getting your readings or watching a pick a card video on YouTube, especially if you're watching a general pick a card, it's based off current energy, So with these general readings that, I'm sharing my message, but this is a specific message for those who are in toxic relationships and are leaving or in the process of leaving or thinking about leaving, things like that. So it's not going to resonate with everybody. And even if you're not in a toxic relationship, there could be some encouraging messages that I can share with you. But regardless, like I said, it's based off current energy, so that you, the creator of your life, the magician, the one and only factor and final decision maker, you can use the messages of tarot to guide your decisions of if you're going to be a crab at the bottom of the overly crowded barrel, or are you going to take advantage of the resources and your personal power and gifts you naturally have in order to climb to the top and see all that your life can be, and make it better, babes. Make it better. So here are some of the keys, BKA cards / messages to how I was able to release and heal myself. We have here the Tower, the Two of Swords. Hopefully you can see it. Let me put up the Tower again. Okay. The Nine of Pentacles. It's that. The Lovers. And the Sun. Ooh. Make y'all warm and fuzzy, right? I love the sun. Any of y'all sun gaze? I'm scared. I'm gonna be honest. I heard it's so therapeutic and nice to do, but I don't know. I love my eyes and I'm just scared. So anyway, as you can see, they're all upright. The message today was telling me I was going to experience a tower moment. Tower moments, as you can see, when something in your life is uprooted and destroyed out of nowhere, and it feels chaotic. It feels like you're in a dark phase in your life. As you can see, it's like nighttime, or the storm is so bad that it darkened the sun. Either way, it's dark, and you're experiencing like maybe a dark phase in your life. You're experiencing a dark moment. But remember, my friend, every time something uncomfortable, crazy, or sporadic happens in our lives, it's happening for us to do better. So my tower moment was an internal mental and emotional imbalance I had to learn from that was causing me to hold on to a piece of me, of my relationship that I didn't realize I hadn't let go of nor healed yet. So, and that's why the Two of Swords came up. It came out because though I had physically separated myself from my husband and started the process of implementing techniques to nurture myself so that I can be there, for my children, keep my sanity, and understand the why I had to experience all of this, I was still in denial of something. Just like this woman is in denial. You see, she's blindfolded. She also has her arms crossed. She's like, I don't see nothing. I don't hear nothing. And that was what I was subconsciously doing. At the time, there was anger and hurt thrown my way. Understandable, because I broke out of quote unquote, character. I was allowing his emotions to still affect me because I was still looking for approval and acknowledgement from him of seeing me and accepting me as his wife, as the mother of our children, as a woman, and just simply me. So when he was in his feelings explaining why he felt the way he felt, I immediately got into defense. I got into defense mode because I still felt like I wasn't being heard. And I felt like he didn't know me because things were said that came off to me as if never mind. I'm not going to let you get into 100% of my business. But long story short, I felt unheard, like I didn't know, or I should say he didn't know me. And I felt like my loyalty was being attacked when I didn't do anything to even insinuate in my loyalty being questioned. And the realization, the tower moment was, it was me realizing I wasn't going to ever get the acknowledgement, the approval, and the acceptance I needed because he wasn't able to, he wasn't able to I wasn't going to get the acceptance I needed because he wasn't able to, because he didn't get me. I had to accept that we might not ever see eye to eye, that we have totally different outlooks on life and the world, which is fine, but it's a problem when you can't agree to disagree. And I'm getting the message that some of you need to drink some water. You're not drinking enough water to cleanse yourself internally. That's something that just came through. So you need to keep your body cleansed internally. Cleanse internally helps to keep your mind clear, friend. So drink some more water because, friend, we can't have you looking crazy out here in these streets because you can't think clear. You're up here arguing with folks with cotton mouth because your body is dehydrated and your mind is foggy. So drink some water, friend. Somebody need to drink some water out here. I'm just messing with you, but messing with some of y'all. And the rest of y'all, for real, don't come for me, friend. That message applies to you. I'm just trying to look out for you. Bless, boo. So moving on, mommy and poppy chulas. So that realization is why the Lover's card appeared. Aw, bless. I love this card because this card is soulmate energy. If this was a love reading, but it's not. I'm only speaking about myself. So with that, I made a soul honoring connection with myself. That's what this card represents. When you see, I have made an agreement with myself, and this realization was another step to me having raw, open, and honest communication with myself on how I wanted to be treated, how who I will and will not allow in my life, what I will and will not put up with in my life, in my relationships, and I'm talking about any and all my relationships. So I hope you have gotten to this point as well, my friend. And if you haven't, and this is resonating with you, and you've watched my last video, you're being truthful with yourself, you're nurturing yourself and healing yourself, then yes, you are in this lover's point of your journey, this cycle of your life, this cycle of this relationship situation. And if this resonates with you and you're not at this point, sit down and look at yourself in the mirror, babe. Love yourself and grab a journal and have that raw, honest conversation with yourself to get to this point. Because at the heart, lovers is about choice. That's what this card is. One of the things that this card represents. It's about choices. And as I mentioned, a choice of what you want and do not want in your life, your personal beliefs, your values. And not all decisions are easy, because this card also could mean you're facing a moral dilemma, and you must ground yourself to get ready to face all consequences before acting, babe. So ask yourself, is my self-value being challenged? Is my values, period, being challenged? Am I being called to take a higher path? And do not, my loves, respond or make a decision based on fear, worry, guilt, or shame, because this is about who? You, baby. The Almighty Most High Jahira didn't create us to be disrespected, to feel like lowly and mortal souls, as some religions might teach you or life might teach you, period. Nor to live a life of damnation to relationships that are causing you to hurt mentally, emotionally, nor physically. Nor are we created to suffer in any way, shape, or form in life, period. This is where things get muddled for me, friend, because society and religion teach and speak both, but train, and think about the word train. One definition is and when I looked it up, it's in verb format, is to teach a person or animal a particular skill or type of behavior through practice and instruction over a period of time. In the same format, it also can mean to point or aim something. So we're being trained to live a conditioned life. And think about the word condition. Condition, when I looked it up in its verb format, means to have a significant influence on or determine, aka the manner or outcome of something. So, for example, for those of you who work a regular 9 to 5 or whatnot, your health benefit packages are conditioned by the employees, because these companies have to at least offer you health benefits, right? Regardless of if you take them or not. They also have to ensure the packages offered are for every family dynamic for their employees and appealing to potential employees, right? So therefore, they're looking at how many of their staff is single, how many are married and have children, or even, just married, and how many have health issues, and the whole nine. They have to look at all of these. Therefore, the employees significantly influence their employer's choices regarding health benefits. Another definition in verb format is to bring something into the desired state of use. So sit back and really think, my friend, about how much the government, society, and this world operate in intentional double standards. We're trained to be conditioned to be robots and puppets of internal and external chaos. And don't just agree with me just to agree and take my word for it. I want you to truly start sitting back and looking at situations, life, and this world, at its true essence. I'm here to show you how to truly think for yourself and get back to your true self, so that humanity, this world, can get back to the way it was meant to be. So I don't want you to agree with me just because it sounds good. I want you to get up, rise up, and activate your power. Be your true, authentic self. Who are you at the core? Do your research. Go within and live your life of sovereignty under the there go that retrograde Mercury, oh my gosh. Okay, but live your life of sovereignty under the protection of the Most High Jah, God, creator, universe, source, whatever you relate to. It's all one and the same, because I'm talking about the one and only energy, God. I always say God, Most High, or Jah, that created this world and is of good, because I don't deal with anything negative, bad, and evil. Excuse me, I'm sorry. So if you're doing this, then big congrats. Like, for real talk, love. You've learned your life lessons, your purpose. You're walking in faith. You're creating the life you deserve. You're creating the life that you want and desire. And guess what? You're going to get it, because we're on this journey together. Because I know I'm getting mine. I got to get mine, so you better make sure you get yours. Right? So, as I was saying, you're entitled to it in the light of the life that has been assigned to you before you were even conceived. So the tarot message, the main point I'm making is, don't believe the hype, babes. Don't believe the hype that you are a bad person if you choose you over someone else. Don't believe the hype that you are a bad person if you choose you over someone else. And I'm not saying that you have to do it in, like, I'm sorry, I keep messing with these. I'm not saying you have to do it like you're being selfish, because there's a difference. You're choosing to your happiness over somebody else's. You're not letting somebody else's life, words, and whatnot be more important than yours, is what I'm saying. So when I say you're choosing you over someone else, it's because you're putting yourself enough first, because you matter. And those who are around you should be able to see that. And then they should be able to also help support you and you as well to them. Because everybody matters at the end of the day. So like I was saying, don't believe the hype. If you're married or if you have been in a long-term relationship, all hell, even a short-term relationship, and the relationship isn't sitting right with your soul, get the fuck out and move the fuck on. Apologies for those who may have just been offended. I, by all means, do not mean to offend, nor am I judging. I said that from a place of love and care for you as a person who deserves to live a life of happiness, a life of joy, a life of a life of peace, period. Because I put someone else's happiness before mine. I beat myself up for the mistakes I made and my person made in our relationship because I'm an empath at the end of the day. And at that time, I had no boundaries for one, and two, being an empath without boundaries. And by empath, if you don't know what an empath is, I'm naturally a nice and caring person towards people, regardless if you're my friend, family, or just a stranger on the street. I'm just a nice person. And I'm a freaking hippie at that. I just love to love on everybody. And I just want everybody to love each other. We all sing Kumbaya by the freaking fire and just have fun and live life. Stop being stressed. Don't bring drama. That's all I'm about. So I'm all about singing, heal the world, make it a better place for you and me. Whatever the rest of the words is, But seriously, friend, I don't mean to offend. But I was putting my husband before me. And that's part of, and I repeat, part, key word. It's not the only factor. Just saying for those of you who know me and him, because I'm not putting our business out here to disrespect him in any way, shape, or form, because that's not me. And still, I love him as a person and as the father of our children. We just didn't work out for multiple conscious and subconscious reasons. But as I was saying, he was part of me developing manic depression and attempting suicide more than once. So when I say get the fuck out and move the fuck on, I'm saying that from my heart, a place of care, because the pain and suffering I imposed upon myself was part of my developing the manic depression and attempting, suicide. And no one deserves to feel so low about themselves and their life where death is the only answer to having relief from daily, weekly, or even monthly torment, no matter what the situation is that is causing you to be mentally, emotionally, and or physically tormented. Nobody deserves death under any circumstances besides natural causes. So I love you, friend. I know somebody had to hear that right now. So that's what I mean by that. Once again, I hope I didn't offend. So once again, friend, if you haven't gotten to, this card here, the Lovers. Let me get it closer because that shine from the light, honey. Phase yet where you've had that raw, honest talk about, with yourself on who you want to be, your self-worth and value, what type of relationships, once again, no matter the type of relationship it is, but what type of relationship you want that matches how you value yourself and match your beliefs. And remember, be fair and practical. And if that person can't abide by your boundaries, then once again, get the fuck out and move the fuck on, because the Most High has someone lined up for you that will, despite all that we have been conditioned and trained to think and act upon, there's someone out there for you. So stick with me and I'll show you how powerful you are by showing you how to train and condition yourself to be who you want to be and was meant to be, and no longer be a crab at the bottom of the barrel. And to my friends who are in this lover phase currently, or who have already experienced this, big congrats, beautiful and handsomes. You've reached the Nine of Pentacles. I had placed these cards backwards. But you reached the Nine of Pentacles. This card in upright position, it means abundance, luxury, self-sufficiency, financial independence, rewarded effort, success, achievement, independence, leisure, material security. If you haven't experienced this yet, then it's on its way, because remember, every challenge that happens in our life happens for us, not to us. Therefore, every time you look at life that way, remember, knowing it's a test. Know that it's a test that the Most High is putting us through, even though it's hurtful and it's hard and it can be overwhelming. It's a test of faith. It's a test of strength and truly knowing your worth, your power, and knowing you're deserving of the life of your dreams and the blessings that Jah said are for you, because you've already been assigned to it. You know, he's already said this is yours, but once again, you have to prove it. So you just have to remember, our soul made contracts to experience certain things and learn certain lessons. The unfortunate part is we don't remember that contract, but he still has path prophets, witches, psychics, empaths, earth angels, and so many other types of people born to help guide people to learn about themselves, the Most High, their powers, living a life of abundance and prosperity, and just being genuinely happy and at peace within yourself and your life, which is what the Sun card represents, baby. See? Look at that little baby. He naked, butt naked, and living carefree. So, you know, you, me, we, my friend, we made it. We got through this cycle / phase of our life. And we have learned the lessons that needed to be learned from this situation. And now we're more confident. We're more positive, happier, optimistic, joyful, and we have vitality. Excuse me. You see the sun? I hope you could see this. It's the 19th card in this deck. This is Roman numeral 19. And there are 21 cards total in the major arcana, meaning for each new challenge or phase you go through in life, there are 21 major milestones you may experience, depending on the situation and you know. If that resonates, let me know down in the comments. We go through all 21 phases. Every time we level up, you're going through a phase. You know, first it starts off with the Fool, because you're starting a new phase in your life. You don't know what's going to happen. And then you end at the Sun. Or is it the World card? I can't remember. Wait. Oh no, the World card. I'm sorry, we don't end at the Sun. You end at the World card. But when you see this pop up in your readings, that means you're whatever, blah blah blah. You've gotten through the challenges and you're almost at the end of your cycle, and whatever goals you have, you're about to reach them. That's what I meant to say. Sorry. I'm like, wait a minute. I'm thinking of the World card, but I'm telling you about the Sun and showing you the Sun. So, excuse me, babies. Like I said, this Mercury retrograde, blah, is really messing with me. I might have put myself out here sooner than I should have. Anyway. Okay, so let's get on to the numerology messages, because so that way you could get some more encouragement. So, the Tower, if you could see this, hopefully you can see, this is Roman numeral 16. The Two of Swords is Roman numeral 2, of course. The Lovers, let me move this around. This is how it came out in my reading. The Lovers is Roman numeral 4. No, sorry, I was looking at it backwards. Roman numeral 6. So that gives you angel message number 1626. And it asks you to remember your strengths and your bravery. And if you want to read this yourself or look it up yourself, I go to, what is the name of? Sun. Hold on. Give me 1 second, y'all. I go to Sun. Okay, I'm just gonna pull up something. I'm sorry. I do not mean to hold y'all up like this. I hope everybody having a blessed up day. I just want to make sure y'all get the right website. Why is this moving so slow? I'm down in my basement, and the reception over where I live right now is garbage. Okay, it's called sunsigns.org. That's where I go to get this website. I mean, you could Google what does this angel number, or what does this number mean spiritually, or something like that. But on Google, but I always pick sunsigns.org. Hold on. Hopefully, let me make this large. Hopefully y'all can see it. Sunsigns.org. That's where I get all of my angel message, because I just like the way the verbiage they use. So if you decide to look it up yourself, that's where I'm getting it from. So 1626 asks you to remember that you cannot focus wholeheartedly on you. Hold on. So 1626 says, it asks you to remember that you cannot focus wholeheartedly on you when you're weighed down with bad emotions. So allow them to flow freely, and remember that you're a lot stronger than you feel. What is it at? BK the lovers, babe. You know, remember that you cannot focus wholeheartedly on you when you're weighed down with bad emotions. So allow them to flow freely, and remember that you're a lot stronger than you feel. BKA the lovers, friend. Have that raw, honest conversation with yourself so that you can release any and all emotions that aren't helping you grow, like fear, anger, and anxiety. Okay, so 1626 is also telling you that your emotions or inner voices have a vital role in your life. Therefore, it would be excellent to manage your emotions effectively to boost your relationships, decision making, self-care, etc. So you need to assess the impact of your feelings to ensure you're not affecting your day-to-day life. Referring back to that tower, and the Two of Swords, friend. Whenever your life is disrupted and life seems, keyword seem, to be falling apart in front of your eyes, remember, exhibiting emotional intelligence along with listening to your inner voice will help you control your emotions. Be prudent to not suppress your inner feelings, avoiding having to experience depression, anxiety, stress, etc., while building healthy ways to express your emotions while finding a balance between extreme emotions and none at all. 1626 last angel message is to remember your guardian angels are always around to support you in regulating your actions to various situations. I ask you to be more spiritually active to gain more profound divine guidance and experience satisfaction in life. Because I put it up already. Okay, and it says 919, which is a sign of new beginnings. You've moved to a new place regardless of if you've done this physically or mentally and emotionally. Your angels are wanting you to begin new habits, so draft a new routine for yourself. You now learn a new language, meet new people, start a new hobby, because it's beneficial to be adaptable to change by learning to respond according to new experiences. In the current society where things are changing quickly, you need to know to embrace change and think differently to thrive. If you stick to unproductive routines, you may lag so much. 919 signifies it would help to maintain a healthy spiritual life, to see significant opportunities where others see none. Pray to God to boost your sensitivity and see ahead to better your future. And remember, your guardian angels will keep supporting you and making the right choices and promote your progress. So resonated with you. If so, please like this video, leave a comment. I thank you, my friend, for being with me. I genuinely appreciate our time together. I'd also like to thank my guides, angels, ancestors, and yours who helped me with this message. Especially for some of the messages that I channeled for those of you who needed to hear certain things. And since you're still with me, please give me a thumbs up to help my channel grow. Please share my video with those you know or even think this message will help in any way, shape, or form. Leave a comment on your thoughts about the message. Share some additional encouraging words. Share your story if you like, or just say hi. I definitely would love to hear from you and respond back to keep the encouragement going. Also, if you like my energy, subscribe, ring my notification bell, pick the all option so that I can ring you back each and every time I upload. And if interested, go check out my other YouTube channel, Detoxing My Life with a Real Journey, which is me. I have some videos that I recorded that can help you on your personal development in this situation or just in general, because I talk about health and wellness in all aspects, growth mindset, and how to live a sensual life all by what? Detoxing all the bullshit and fuckery out of your life. Remember, my friend, as above, so below. For every physical action, there is always a coinciding spiritual action. Not only do you have to take care of yourself from the aspects you see, BKA your physical, but our energetic / spiritual self, BKA the parts we can't see as well. I'll see you in the astral plane or the next video. Peace.